Morning. It's about 7:10, just after 7:10, because that's when I left camp. Got up around 5, so most of that time was fumbling through my food bag to find things. I know my food bag is really heavy right now, so I think I'm getting to a shelter tonight, which will be great because I could do some real, self-care, which to me is like massaging, rolling out my legs and stuff. But maybe I'll take that time to kind of look through my food bag and take an assessment. I know there's some things I have extra of. I've got like a small bottle of olive oil for extra calories. I think I have more tortillas than I need, but that's fine. And then I think breakfast is what I'm really heavy on. But I really can't, I don't know. Anyway, I'll take an inventory of that later. Yeah, I slept okay. My sleep tracker said I didn't, but I felt like I did. I felt like when I was asleep, I was asleep. I woke up a couple times between like 1 and 2, and then slept really good from 2 to 4. So if I did the math, I fell asleep soon after 9. Woke up at 1. I probably only got like 6 hours of sleep, but it felt like it was good sleep. One of the things I was experiencing before was like my legs aching all night, even when I was at home, which makes me think that the antibiotics are working, because that's kind of stopped. Why antibiotics are working? Well, because one of the things I was afraid of is Lyme's, which I've had before, and that was kind of one of the symptoms. I don't know. I'm not going to say definitely, but because we didn't test. But yeah, so there's that. My legs feel better today. My feet feel better today. My heels feel better today. So, yeah, the goal is about 25 today. So, yeah, getting up at 6 or getting up at 5 and getting moving. 6 would have been better, but 6:10, it's a win to me. So, yeah, mood's good. On with it. All right. I kept hearing about this area in Pennsylvania where you're not supposed to drink the water. And I think this might be it. Now, I didn't see any signs, and I don't remember seeing anything in Far Out that said anything when I was going into this area. I did drink, the water I have is from my campsite last night, which was a stream that's high in tannins, so it's got a dark tint to it. But, you know, that we talked about yesterday, that one orange spring, and I saw another one today, which, again, from what I understood, has something to do with coal mines, not iron in the water. So, yeah, I don't know. It's worth looking into, but it's interesting because, you know, that thing back there was meant to treat the water, really just bringing down the acidity of the water. So I don't know, as far as treating, I don't know what I'm really saying, but I'm saying something. So I don't know if this water is any good to drink, is what I'm saying. So, yeah. I could go that way, or I could go this way. So, 501 shelter. It's pretty cool. I guess, I don't know if this is I think this is, I don't know if it's a part of the Appalachian Trail network or whatever. But it's pretty nice, you know. It's basically like a bunkhouse, but it's a shelter. So it is cold in there. It has been pretty cold today. 24.8 miles. Yeah, Still think it's really cool. I saw a porcupine last night. Did go through a beaver pond today, a dammed up area. I didn't see the beaver dam, but the area was, pretty flooded. So you basically walk through water at that point. And then I did take a video of me walking through a creek. I don't know why I did it. I guess I just needed some fun. But my stuff dries out pretty quick. So I considered getting here and then having some food and then going down the street or down the trail to save me some time tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be like 23 and some change, which to Port Clinton. There's nowhere to stay. There's one microtel that's booked up and one place that's undergoing renovations or is done renovating and they don't have people to work it, something like that. So there's a shelter in town. Apparently it's a pavilion. So you're basically sleeping on the floor of a pavilion. But I do have a box going to the post office there. And I want to hit the Walmart to do a resupply of things that aren't in the box. And I was going to get extra to throw them in the box. So then I'm also considering, I got to look ahead to see what's in Delaware Water Gap, see when I think I'll get there, which will probably be on the weekend. So I might create 2 boxes at the post office, send one to wherever I think I'm staying when I get to Delaware Water Gap, because I would like to stay somewhere. And then one to the next post office that I should be hitting. So we'll still find out how this whole, Dropbox thing that I'm trying to do will work out. But I know other people have done it. It's just going to take some extra planning. But unlike the logistics that had me kind of spinning out and, in the beginning, now I know that I can do these things. I know there's options. If I'm not going to get somewhere, I can, hit up the post office and have them forward it. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, my mood today was very interesting. It was, I'd say generally I'm in a good mood. Let's start with my body. My body feels pretty good. I'm doing all right, like much better than yesterday. Towards the end of the day, definitely got sore. Got some intel on when proper Rocksylvania starts, and it's right after Port Clinton. We're kind of in it, but where he was saying it's like boulders and crazy stuff, that's after Port Clinton. So tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, should be really interesting. So body feels okay. Oh, here comes some hikers. So some more hikers showed up. Yeah, so mood. Like when I think ahead to like the Whites, and when I think to the 100-mile wilderness, and when I think to finishing and seeing that wooden, post at that wooden sign at Katahdin, like that excites me. Waking up every day to hike my ass off, basically punish myself every day. Just, it's like today, it's like, Jesus, like, okay. Now I got here early and there's other people here and it's really nice. I'm just chilling, made some dinner. I hiked 24.8 miles today. I could have done more, but, I had a nice, really relaxing evening, and between the 24.8 today and the 22 point something yesterday, I'm making the 23 average that I want, so yeah, I think part of it might be because I'm, really about this, like, oh, I gotta put in these miles. I gotta get here so I can finish early, or, finish by a certain date. And I don't think that's a bad plan. I think it's a great plan. And I do recognize that if at some point I just know it's not going to happen, I'm not going to kill myself to make it happen. But I want it to happen. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I think the key is really going to be trying to make sure that I just have some fun. the best I can. So, yeah, so that's where my mood is. I'm in a great mood. I had a great day. You know, these sections have been really easy, so it's a good way for me to jump back in. My body feels great. It's just, yeah, I think it'd be easier if I was hiking with somebody who was keeping similar pace, and somebody I could just have, you know, yeah. But there's plenty of people out here, and if I get places early enough and make friends, even if it's just for the day, that's great. So Port Clinton tomorrow, 23 and some change. There's nowhere to stay. So I already talked about that. I talked about logistics, and I'm done. Good night.